Hello Sadiq. So let's talk about design a PillView in UIKit. Let's talk about design a PillView in UIKit. So I will show you how to design a custom PillView in UIKit. Okay, UIKit. So first of all, we're gonna know this application. In this, create on this UI dynamic high design view controller, and this is the extension. Add on this view dot message. This is the empty view. Okay. So now add on this. Suppose this is a PillView method. Okay. So first of all, we're going to create on this get view, create a functions, and which have a parameter pass on this argument pass to title, which is type of string, and title color, and font, and background, and border color, and stroke. Okay. So first we will create a UI label. First we will create a UI label instance. Then we call size to fit on this label instance to fit text inside layer. Okay. Now we can create label and size to fit apply on this. This is we're gonna create this let container view. We're gonna create on this instance of container view and label view. Okay. Let container UI. This is a container view, and this is a container view. So and label we're gonna apply this properties. This is a font and text color, which have argument pass on the font is pass on the font, and text color you can pass on the our text color. We're gonna jump to definition. This is text color. Pass on this title color. Okay. Now size to fit. So size to fit. Now let's define container size from label size and add the UI label inside the container. So now we are going to get text size label.bounds.size and container.bounds cgrect. We can assign the cgrect, so 00 and size is width and height. So text size dot width plus 24. We can estimate of padding was 24 top, bottom and top. Height we're going to text height plus 8.0 and container.add subview label. Container.add subview label we're going to add on this container view. Okay. Label center should be same as container center, and frame should be same, and label center frame should be same. Label center and frame, and we are on a border layer we can apply. Okay. Now let us create a CA shape layer. Now let us create a CA shape layer and instance and set bezier path. Instance and set, this is a bezier path. We're gonna create on this bezier path. Okay. Set and bezier path. Okay. No. And dash pattern to it. Our dash pattern suppose 2 we're gonna apply on this 2 this is dash pattern is 2 apply on this 2 dash pattern is we're gonna dash on this text pattern is 2. Okay. So constraint sublayer, also container sublayer, which is we can add on this container sublayer, add on this border, add on the constant and container. We're gonna apply on this constant, suppose this width anchor and height anchor. In this bound content size container size dot container dot bound size, and container in this property is equal to false. We're gonna apply this constant content dot width anchor constant container size dot width and container size dot height. Okay. Now return on this container in this function. Now use of our view controller, and which have calling on this. Suppose this is a calling on this view did load method add on this extension. Okay. Extension. So view did load method add on this extensions and calling on this. Suppose this is calling, and so calling, and in this situation what is a call PillView. So stack view add on this scroll view. Okay. Scroll view add on this stack view. We're gonna create on this stack view. Okay. And add on this scroll view, stack view, this add on this scroll view. So no add on this stack view, add an view get view calling on this function, pass on this title. Suppose this is waiting and title color is black, and font dot bold 14.0. So background color which have clear color, and border color dot gray color, and stroke is equal to true. Okay. Now we're gonna run this application. Suppose we're gonna add on this space stack view dot add space. So this is a 14.0. Okay. And add space method we can call add space method add on the spacing on the top and bottom adding space on a stack view. So this is a waiting, and this is waiting is PillView. waiting, and this which have update on this border, and this is a PillView. And suppose we're gonna create another instance, and we're gonna create suppose this is another instance. We're gonna create on this loading, create another instance. Okay, this is waiting and loading. We spacing on this 44 spacing apply on this waiting. So design a PillView UIKit. In this tutorial I will show you how to design a custom PillView in UIKit. So first we will create a UI label. First we will create a UI label instance. Now check on this UI label instance. So now first we will create on this UI label instance. Command A control I, this is identification in your code. Okay, create an instance of UI label instance. Then we call size to fit on this label. Then we call size to fit on this label, and on this label instance to fit the text inside inside layer. So can be larger inside this large text matrix, not is case in this situation. So now let's define container. So this is a define on this. Suppose this is a define on container, and now let's define container size from label size and add the UI label inside the container view. Add UI label inside a container view. Okay. So now let's label. So in this we can add on. Suppose this is a in this situation frame. So label center should be same as container center, and frame should be as same. In this frame should be as same. Okay, integral to height on this is center is 2.2 and 2 point divide on this width and divide on this height. Okay, so now let's create a CA shape layer instance, then and set bezier path and dash pattern to it our dash pattern to suppose this is 2 dash pattern place 2 and in this then add this layer to container sub layer, and in container sub layer apply constraint on container view. Okay, suppose we're gonna calling on this, and we're gonna add a waiting and pending and slow. Okay, we're gonna run on the application, check on this. Suppose this is a PillView. This is waiting, pending and slow. This is a PillView. This is dynamic width and height in this PillView. Okay, now thank you for watching this video. You can enjoy my channel, like my videos.